Hey there YouTube, it's Johnny here from the Beer O'Clock channel. I'm all on my own tonight, Rachel's out at work. I'm not going to be giving you a review tonight. Instead, we've got Mel and Alex who are going to be accurately and artfully giving their reviews interspersed with a brief intermission. So I hope you enjoy Beer O'Clock.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to smoke screen you all. Anyway, it's Alex here. Basically, I was bored, so I bought a couple of bottles of one of my sort of go-to commercial beers, shall we say. It's a name that you'll all recognise, I'm sure. This is Badger's Blandford Flyer. Now, the company that makes this, Hall and Woodhouse, were the originators, starting in 1777. This one particularly was one of their first-line brews at their Anstey brewery, I think I'm pronouncing that right, near Blandford, which is in Dorset. And it was designed for the fly fishermen to actually have a beer to drink that would warm them up while they stood there, casting and casting. I used to go fly fishing, so I know what it can be like in nasty weather conditions. Anyway, it was only in 1875 that the Badger logo was actually introduced, and 1900 when it became the brand name for their ales, or their specific ones, shall we say, that we all know and love, when they built a new brewery. Now, the selling points on this, the main factor is that, unlike a lot of beers, it has some odd ingredients. I mean, ginger and toffee. You wouldn't think that. When you think beer, you don't think ginger and toffee, or I certainly don't. Anyway, shall we get to the fun part? So, this is it. Nice tawny colour. Well, light brown, however you want to describe it. As you can see, it's not a particularly dark ale, and someone's messaging me, which is going to send my phone into a spaz, probably. So, shall we get on with the fun part? Now, to really describe it to you, I'm going to have to take another taste. I'm sorry about this. You can get jealous if you want. Anyway, so, straight away, the first thing that hits you is a nice bitterness to it. Sort of bitter, almost citrusy, which is a very odd combination in itself. And following that, you get just a touch of sweetness. It's sweeter than most beers, I'm not going to lie there. If you don't like sweet beers, don't try it. Oh, try it, but, it might not be your bag. Anyway, well, even myself actually, I'm not a big fan of sweet beers generally, but this one, there's something else to it, and that's the ginger. So that ginger undercuts that completely, because as soon as you're hit with the sweetness, pardon me, you get this nice warmth just tingling down your throat and in your mouth. It's like elves dancing on your tongue. Now, I'm sure many men have had that fancy after watching Lord of the Rings. This is the closest you're going to get, unless body modification is something that your missus is into. I'm a terrible human being sometimes. Anyway, this is a very nice one to have. Just to put your feet up, sit there, all with a spicy meal, because it just complements the heat perfectly. It has a couple of other selling points as well. So, as I said, this is one to put your feet up with. You can sit in a pub and drink this. It's a very easy drink. It's not heavy at all. And, so if you're like me and vegetarian or vegan, veggie myself, but this is a beer you can drink. As I'm sure some of you will know, certain ones you have to avoid, like Guinness, for example, because isinglass. Now, this one, completely vegan friendly. As such, I'm going to have another sip. I'm a bit of an alcoholic when I get onto one I quite like. So, the other selling point is, you know how half the time you'll have a beer in your flat, your room, whatever, will reek of beer. This one, it actually releases that beery aroma, but more importantly, it smells like ginger. Honestly, as soon as you open a bottle, the aroma hits you and there's just that gingery tingle. So I would honestly recommend this if you're looking to have a night in with a few friends, have a spicy meal or something like that. Other than that, it's Badger. Now, Badger's quality is always quite good for commercial beers, and you can get this in Sainsbury's, Tesco, Asda, all over the place. Just got to keep an eye out a little bit. And it's normally on offer too, at least whenever I go and buy it. But that's because I'm poor, so I always look out for the offers, you know. Anyway, if you're bored, grab yourself a couple of bottles of this. Grab yourself a couple of bottles of this. I'm talking too fast for my own good. Not good for a singer, is it? And sit in, have a laugh, and just enjoy yourself. Anyway, I'm hoping to be on again tomorrow, depending on if I end up too drunk down the pub or not. I doubt I will, so we'll see if I've got the time. Hopefully I'll get one of the local drafts and we'll give that a go. Anyway, that's all from me. Hope you enjoy yourselves. And as I said, give it a go. Really, give it a go. Take care.
And now, a brief intermission and a message from the channel's creator. Hello viewers, are you feeling bored, depressed, tired or lonely this Valentine's Day? Deal? Well, there is a solution. Beer! And now we return to our main feature.
Hi guys, so I'm going to do my first proper review of Harvest Pale. Now this isn't normally something that I would pick for myself. In fact, I didn't pick it for myself. This was picked for me as a replacement with my Asda shop. So quite clearly my local Asda delivery service have got no clue about beers, but you know, they're warehouse goblins, so what can you expect, you know. But anyway, yes, so this is a beer from Castle Rock Brewery. It's one that I have tried before. It's one that, how I remember it, I just thought it was really quite bland and quite just your average ale. Blonde beer, it says on the label. Despite my sort of liking of it, apparently it has won quite a few awards, and to be fair, around Nottingham it is probably the most common ale because it's quite close to a lager from what I remember. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to have a few sips and I'm going to tell you what I think.
1,223 years later.
So yeah, I'm pretty much through the bottle of Harvest Pale now. I can't really taste very much now. The hops have totally taken over. I would, you know, I'm going to reiterate and say that this is definitely a day drinking beer. You could quite happily sit and get pissed on this all day, and it wouldn't, you know, it probably wouldn't touch you very much if you're an experienced drinker, but you would enjoy it, you know. It's a summer beer. It's really nice, but yeah, I just wanted to also just add to what I was saying about Castle Rock, because they are a local brewery to me, and they do some awesome beers. I actually really like a beer by them called Screech Owl. That's really nice, and I will do a proper review on that, you know, as and when I can. They also do Elsie Mo, and I remember really liking that as well. But they also have one that I haven't tried that I'm really looking forward to trying, and that's Sherwood Reserve, which is a stout. So yeah, hopefully as and when I can get them, find them, which might involve a trip to the Castle Rock Brewery or a pub, you know. Damn, this is hard work, this reviewing. But yeah, when I can, I should hope, you know, I hope to find the Sherwood Reserve. especially. And I'll tell you a bit more about Castle Rock and things that they produce. Anyway, I'm going to call it tonight. Goodbye. Happy drinking. Have a good weekend. That's all.